with After the Bell on CNBC TV18. Now, the Supreme Court has stayed a Jammu and Kashmir High Court order that allowed moviegoers in the state to carry outside food to multiplexes. Now, the Supreme Court stay comes after the Multiplex Association of India challenged the Jammu and Kashmir High Court's order, citing security issues and allowing outside food in cinema halls. The Apex Court's decision could have a significant implication on other states like Maharashtra, where the Bombay High Court is actually dealing with a similar matter. Yash Jain has been tracking that story in Bombay High Court, and he's here to put this into perspective. Yash, firstly, take us to what transpired in the Supreme Court today. Why was that decision taken by the Supreme Court, and how does that have ramifications for us in Maharashtra? Does that mean that maybe in time we may see the Supreme Court voting in favor of us going and taking our food in movie halls?
So, Kritika, I'll go one by one. Essentially, interesting was that order which came from Supreme Court today, and interesting were the arguments behind it. Mukul Rohatgi, who was the counsel for the Multiplex Association of India, argued that allowing outside food when it comes to, cinema halls in Jammu and Kashmir is a major security threat, and also it will lead to a complete breakdown when it comes to these private entities which are cinema halls. Also, what he said is that Jammu and Kashmir High Court ignored aspects of safety, hygiene before passing this particular order. Not just that, he also said that it would be completely impossible for these multiplex and cinema halls to really check and scan all the bags when it comes to these food boxes or tiffin boxes. On a rhetoric note, he ended up saying that by that particular order, he should be allowed to carry his own whiskey in some restaurant or hotel and can call for soda from that particular hotel. So all in all, after really taking cognizance of all these arguments, prima facie, the Supreme Court has put an interim stay as far as the state of Jammu and Kashmir is concerned for allowing the moviegoers there to carry their food inside multiplex. Now, very important point, the second part of your question, which is the implication which it will have on the PIL which is being heard in Bombay High Court. One thing, it's a small positive for all the multiplex companies because it opens up the revenue stream from the food and beverage segment from the state of Jammu and Kashmir. But do remember that the PIL council in Bombay High Court has referred to that particular matter and said that Jammu and Kashmir, despite being so vulnerable when it comes to the security aspect, has allowed. So Bombay High Court should also consider allowing outside food. But now, with this particular Supreme Court stay on that very order, the Bombay High Court will also have to factor in all the arguments which were made before the Supreme Court and the order itself and pass its own particular verdict on this case accordingly.